In this video I will show you how to create your own customized marking menus within Maya. This is a continuation of the how to create your own customized shelves. So if you haven't seen that video, please see that first and then move on to the marking menus. In a previous video we created this customized shelf, and now we're going to use our customized shelf to create a marking menu. I also need to tell you that I'm pressing my space bar right now, and my hotbox is not showing in the viewport. There's an issue with the software I'm using to screen capture the video, so I will be showing you images like this to show you what you're supposed to be seeing in your screen. Let's begin. So I'm going to go into Window, Setting Preferences, and then go into Marking Menu Editor. Once I'm there, you're going to see basically some of the default marking menus that come within Maya. And another thing that you'll be able to see is that it allows you to create your own marking menu. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on Create Marking Menu. Once I click on it, you'll see that it actually created a blank slate for me to add my own tools, and I'm just going to start by assigning it a name. I'm just going to call it My Tools, and I'm just going to start assigning things into my marking menu. So I'm just going to go into the customized shelf that I created first. And then I'm going to start dragging some of the tools that I had in my customized shelf right into my marking menu. It's not taking them out of my shelf. It's just sampling that so that I can insert it into my marking menu within this window. So I'm going to take my extrude, my insert edge loops, my connect components, my delete edges vertex, insert knot, insert isoform. This is revolve, loft. Alright, so we can see that we don't really have enough. Sometimes you will not have enough space to be able to add everything you need within your marking menu, but we'll address that in a second. For now, I want to show you also the click here to test area, and it says use left mouse button. So again, I'm clicking on it. You're not really able to see what the marking menu is going to show you, but you should be seeing something like this when you left click. You should be seeing the tools that you inserted within your marking menu. They're gonna come out and appear in this marking menu format. So that's how it just kind of gives you an idea of what's gonna look like. Alright, so now to address the fact that there's a couple of things within my tools that I wasn't able to add into my marking menu. And I would like very much to have access to them rather than just having these and then having to move back and forth between my tools and then my marking menu. So each of these tools gives you the ability to actually create a submenu. So what I'm going to do is actually replace this extrude with one of my primitives right here. And I just replaced it by middle click dragging and place it on top of it. And then I'm just going to right click on this, go to pop-up submenu, and it's going to create a submenu within my marking menu over here. So that means that this tool is now being turned into a submenu where I can actually put more tools. So if I wanted to have all of my primitives within this submenu, is just a matter of dragging them in here as such, and then again I can just kind of close it out, and all of those primitives now would be within this submenu, and I can actually by default it's called submenu, but I can right click on it and go to edit menu item. It's going to produce this edit northwest which is the location of this submenu, and I'm going to call this one primitives, just so I know that this actual submenu within my marking menu is going to have all of my primitives. So I save and close, and you can see that it actually changed names. And I'm going to do the same with a couple of these, and and maybe get rid of some of the extra ones that I'm going to have here. So the second one, I actually want to create a sub menu for all of my polygonal modeling tools. So I'm just going to right click on it, pop up sub menu, and I'm going to add my extrude, my insert edge loop tool, connect components, beveling, and my delete edge vertex. And I'm going to close that, and then I'll come here and just edit it. I'm going to call it, this is going to be poly tools. And again, just to give myself an idea of what it is, and it changes name. Then I'm going to change this one into my surfaces base tool. So I'm just going to right click on it, pop up submenu, and I'm just going to drag all of these tools here: insert node, insert isoform, revolved, loft, planar, close. Right click on this, edit menu item. Again, I get this window right here, and I'm going to call this one surfaces tools, or I could just call it surf tools. I think that's probably better, surf tools. And then save and close. Changes that. Now that I have all those tools within my subtools, I don't really need these over here, or I could probably use these for something else. So I just want to go in here and just delete them, and I'm doing that just by right clicking and deleting menu item. Alright, now once you have this, make sure you save. Alright, then close. And while having my tools marking menu selected right here, I'm going to go into settings, and I need to pretty much tell Maya how I'm going to access this marking menus. In this case, we're going to be using the hotkey editor to be able to access our marking menu. So I'm going to select hotkey editor. Alright, and then it's going to tell you that the marking menu will be available for editing in the hotkey editor. So then I'm just going to click on apply settings and then close. I'm going to proceed to go into my hotkey editor and in order to be able to find the marking menu that I just created, I need to find the user marking menu, and it's going to be right here almost at the bottom. When you select it, when you select user marking menu, you're going to see under commands the my tools _press and _release are basically my marking menus, and if you don't tell Maya to be able to find under the hotkeys, you're not going to be able to find it here. So I'm just going to make sure that my tools _press is selected. Then I'm going to come here into assign new hotkey, and I need to figure out a key that doesn't have any use in Maya at this moment, and that I can use to be able to use as a shortcut. I'm going to use this semicolon, and again, as a matter of fact, I know that there is no use for this in Maya, but if you want to try on all the keys, and again, just to make sure you're not overriding something else, you can always just type it in and just type click on the query here, and this is telling me that the semicolon is assigned to nothing, so I can actually use it. Then I'm going to click on assign. It's going to give me another warning. Your marking menu will not work correctly unless you also attach the release hotkey. Do you want this to be set up for you? Yes. I'm just going to let Maya do that for me. Then I'm going to click unsave. Alright, And once I have this done, I should be able to hold semicolon, left click, and open my marking menu, the customized that I just created. Now again, you're not going to be able to see it on my screen because my software is not really capturing that, but just to give you an idea what it's supposed to look like, it's basically this. So again, in my case, I'm holding semicolon, left click, and it's basically giving me all these tools that I have access to. Another thing to keep in mind, again, within this example, is that some of them have settings box right next to it, and some of them don't. And the reason for that is that you have to tell Maya what tools you want to have those settings and which ones you don't. And again, sometimes you're gonna need to be able to use those settings to customize your tools. So I'm gonna go back into my marking menu editor. I'm actually gonna make a couple of changes to the marketing menus. And again, I can always come back and change things and add more tools if I want to. So I'm gonna click on it and then edit the marking menu. I'm gonna go into my polygons here. Again, right click and pop up submenu. And for instance, one tool that I really want to be able to customize if I need to for subdivisions is the insert edge loop tool. So I'm going to right click on it and go into edit menu item. This is going to give me another window which has the label of it, the name, also it tells me what image it's using as a preview. For instance, poly split edge ring.png, that's basically this image. And most importantly, right here at the bottom it says option box. If you have it checked on, it basically is gonna show you this box right next to your tool, and if you don't, it's basically just gonna be by itself. So make sure if you want your tools to have the ability, if you want to have the ability to change the options, the settings in your tool, make sure to have this checked on, and then just save and close. Close this, save whatever changes you made, close that, and then close. So I should be able to use my marking menus to be able to create primitives and be able to do some polygonal change modeling to it without having access to my shelf over here. And so I'm just going to go ahead, again, just for the sake of the demonstration, I'm going to turn off my shelf. Alright, so I don't have access to those tools anymore. And again, reminder, my screen capturing software is not capturing the marking menu, but in your screen and in my screen it should be showing something along the lines of this. So I'm going to hold semicolon, which is the key that I selected for it to be the shortcut for this, and then I'm going to left click and I'm going to select a cube, and I'm just going to be able to draw it over here. Alright, so that's my tool. That's the cube that I wanna start kind of working with. Then again, I'm going to select my semicolon, left click, and I'm going to go into my poly tools, and I'm going to insert an edge loop tool, and it's going to allow me to insert edge loops as I want. Alright, let's see what else. Semicolon, left click. I could also do here. I'm gonna select a face, and I'm gonna semicolon, left click, poly tools, bevel, and it just bevels for me. So that's basically it basically allows you to create a shortcut for you to be able to create primitives and use whatever tools you use the most without actually having to have a shelf. And as you were able to tell, I was able to do all of this without actually having to access my shelf or any of my menus. I hope this helped.